realize the goodies from that sector.
I'll hold you there a bit. In name Daniel S. Pewana, media analyst, and this morning on the show we're talking about the new Finance Act, primarily some key things them way inside there. Significantly, the taxes on rice, iron rods, and cement, and waiting down they mean for the ordinary Sierra Leoneans. Stay with us, don't go anywhere. This is the Epic Morning Show.
Do you want to be your own boss? Or do you want more services to your business? Then look no further, because BNB is here for you.
What do you mean?
With BNB, you can now make money with just your smartphone. With the new revolutionary app, BNB POS, you can do remittance, bill payments, EDSA airtime top-up, and many more. All this from your smartphone, anywhere you want.
This sounds
cool. The app also features real-time agent rebalancing and reconciliation.
Oh wow! But how can I get a BNB POS and start making my own money?
It's so simple. You can download the application on App Store or Google Play Store. Just search for BNB POS and download. Then call our customer service on 072 500 000, and within a short period of time, our agent will help you for the onboarding process.
Wow, no time to waste. Let me do this right away.
Oh yes, start making money today from anywhere in Sierra Leone. For more inquiries, contact our customer service on 072 500 000.
With BNB POS, you shop my pocket. So refreshing.
Ready for the biggest enjoyment this Christmas? Take the biggest household name, the #1 radio station as alone, Epic Radio. They come with the biggest, the hottest, the finest, and the sweetest carnival title, all team mix carnival. So come and mingle with sober-minded people from different angles. Saturday, December 16th, the big carnival will take place. Now more return playing field. Jump 6 o'clock evening time, everything gonna begin. Come and chill with the favorite presenter. Come take a nice picture with all the biggest celebrity there. Come and party with the Sierra finest DJ Wonder, Ground Mover DJ Butu, DJ Nice, and other well-qualified DJ and band for you. Come get the ticket now for 50 millions. Now Epic Radio within a 54 AOP control. So if you want for no more, tune to Epic Radio every day for more updates or follow we on social media for exclusive content and beaucoup surprise. Come and be part of this historical event. So join Epic Radio with all team mix carnival. Epic Radio, so refreshing.
Yana Orange, we busy but we customizing freedom. Now we glad for bring to you we new and sober offer. You inside this we one in town offer, you get the rights for pick the voice or data bundle where fits your lifestyle. Yes, now so it be. We dey make communication winner for you wangling. It no matter if you not posting we like long talk or posting we like for browse boku. You there for you. Pants up all this, you get to run number SMS where you know they pay for. We don't add the match Jeep and this gladdy. You mean say better thing day for all man. Ladida they are for you. Dial *889# for begin.
Orange.
If you know say you born October, also the one that we born November and December, una don't ready? Because Kusaiden skip big months here they celebrate one big party. So make it a point of duty. Usain big cakes they go there for court, the champagne go there wire, the music go there butter. So if you know say you born October, November and December, now you turn for shake body and the biggest beach birthday party. When a perfect arrangement, well organized, for the one that we born inside this 3 months. Come witness the sweetness, expect greatness, take picture them and chill with the celebrities. Let we jam body together. Enjoy the same birthday, now the biggest beach birthday party. For the one that we born October, November and December. Tickets and they out now for sale. West Standard, now 100 millions. Couples best tickets, now 250 millions. VIP table for 6, now 1,500 millions. And VVIP table for 8, now 2,500 millions. Saturday, December 23. Now something go be. Right now be the phenomenally. Sharp 7 o'clock evening time. Everything go don't begin. this Bat-Right Big Party, powered by Priority Solution and sponsored by Orange Money, BNB, Media Partners, Epic Radio, and Slick TV.
Okay, welcome back. This is the Epic Morning Show, and just before the break, we'll be to talk about the taxes where government don't introduce on rice, iron rods, and cement, but significantly inside the new Finance Act of 2024, we talk about the introduction of a new kind of formula for where the mandates companies them where they export mining products, them fishing products, them timber and agricultural products, them for repatriate 30% of their export sales back to Sierra Leone to we banking system within 45 days of export. Now, that's one thing we view as something good, and Daniel as well, we are getting at the studio, agree with me on that particular point. But away from that, with regards to the introduction of taxes on rice and cement, Daniel, there's been as well the arguments of it's a way of us taking responsibility, because this is the thing, we cannot necessarily just get all the tax returns or all we money from just companies them where they in the mining or agricultural sector or other areas them, because even then, if you get a threshold where you go able for put the tax, you put it above that, then you're killing the company in itself. And while, yes, the government want for embark on robust revenue generation, they would also want for ensure that they encourage investors. So when it comes to rice, iron rod, and cement, it has been looked at that. It's a big market. And because in a big market, you get so much way government can able to get from there. So it's a way of taking responsibility. I know you made the analogy of trying to save the man and killing the man at the same time, and all of which. But in this particular instance, there's been as well the argument that there is a thin line in the middle between saving the man and killing the man. And in that instance, then at that line, they now government team up. That is why they decide for put that tax on rice, cement, and iron rod. Do you think that there is the line there? There is any midway? There is a line in the middle between killing the man and saving the man?
You know, make I go back to my initial statements, like where you actually allude to. Honestly and frankly, rice. Every Sierra Leonean is dependent on rice.
I like the way you emphasize on the fact that rice, not to any other thing, but rice.
In fact, now that make a lot of citizens then they question the budgets where government don't allocate to the feed salon project through the Ministry of Agriculture. We're not 10%. A lot of people they question that. Not to all man they go to school. Remember, 20% allocation of the national budget to education. Not to all man they go to school, but everybody they eat rice. And if we are to achieve the food self-sufficiency at the end of the day, we need to make deliberate efforts for, do the cultivation.
You think 10% is too small?
It is too small.
Well, one would want to say regarding the method of investment we required in rice production is different from that of the education
We are talking
system.
about mechanized farming, and we are talking about feeding 7.5 million people on a daily basis. On a daily basis, except for some reasons.
But you know, saying a two approach government one for using that regard supports private farmers them while as well embarking on their own.
You remember just now I tell you, I said are they gonna upline? We are advocacy, we are not just sedentary in Freetown, in cool, air conditioned room, in our armchairs. No, we're going to the villages. Let me take for instance, one part they do farming in Moyamba between Mile 91 and Moyamba districts. Na cassava, granite, and pepper they grow. That part, according to what it tell me, and the receipts they were see from them. Sorry, the write-ups they were see from them, not the receipts. And they hire tractors on a daily basis, any time we hire tractor, they give less than 2 million leons for one, portion of land, for plowing. So what does that mean? It means that the support has not been there to actually cushion the cost effect on the private sector. And if that man they harvest that in granates, pepper, and cassava, you think say they sell at a price when a cheap price? No, because not just the tractor, they get for buy fertilizer, they get for buy pesticides, they get for buy pay labor. You don't understand? So all them variables, then when you take them into account, at the end of the day, the man don't already inject millions.
Okay.
Into the farming. So by the time he ready for harvest time, he not go, or he harvest time, he not go sell at a price.
Okay.
We even look almost then they sell pineapple now. If we say, and then also, and that is government get boku for do for make sure say we achieve this. The road network to them communities there also. Now death trap. When you can't they know they go there. The only source of transportation is motorbike.
Okay.
Then the only source. And you go interest you for no say, where you and me they buy fuel naya at 30,000 leons per liter. Go to the provinces, go to the interior, the remote or the hard to reach areas. Then they buy 40,000. And you think of wearing and tearing the manga for it. So at the end of the day, whether man they go now that area, they decide they produce the pepper. A buyer, it take and come.
Okay.
It take at a very high, transportation.
Just quickly, just before we turn the mic over to listeners and viewers, if not impose taxes on rice, iron ore, and cement, for example, just an example, what would you rather have government do in this particular instance, considering the fact, say, one, we want to have, we want for embark on robust
revenue generation,
yes, revenue
mobilization,
yes, exactly. And you talk about the 2024 budget, and when you look at that budget, you realize that it is highly driven by local revenue generation.
Oh, yes, that is it.
And that's it. And Dandin are part of that kind bigger step of government that by so time we want for ensure say as a country we're able for at least fund what we plan for. As well, while leaving the room to say, okay, if international partners could come on board, but let's take ourselves halfway. So if not impose taxes on rice and all iron rods and cement, what would you have government do?
Like I started by saying, the 2024 Finance Act is one of the best. It's one of the best. But the caveat in it that includes rice is what I am against and many Sierra Leoneans.
Okay.
If we are to go to bed on a full tummy or stomach, if we are to wake up in the morning getting or having the assurance that I will be able to eat rice again today before going to bed in the evening or at night, Sierra Leoneans will appreciate it more than anything.
Okay.
Taxation, like I said, no government, even the biggest economies, are today enjoying the services because of people are paying their taxes. Citizens of those countries, including investors, are paying their taxes, and they are also generating from their own, natural resources or natural endowments from those in making sure that those economies continue to grow.
Okay.
So what we are saying, if you impose such a tax on rice, it means the gap between the haves and the have-nots, or the rich and the poor, will continue to widen.
Okay.
So again, let government see that, one thing where they call progressive tax. You will get money, you will they wear suits, you they pay more tax than me where they wear, half back nami or ordinary polo nami body. So then tax then they a progressive, because the one that we get now from the more government they tap for cater for the one that we not get.
Okay.
Meaning for provide, social services, rice, electricity, good roads, recreational centers, schools, health, blah, blah, blah. All the one then they now out of taxation, and the grants them or the loan they will they take from, our development partners and other international institutions.
Okay.
So going forward, it will be unwise for rest who say they so from 500, 600, 700 on to 800 based on the quality and the size of the bag. Where would the buyer at them price then they we not get no tax as to compare when them go down in with that this tax will the discussion now go down come into effect on the 1st of January. It means that a lot of homes, a lot of individuals will be crying louder than we are crying now, including myself.
Okay, 079-994-993. Now the number where you go call for add your voice to the conversation this morning. Please keep your comment or question under 90 seconds. Good morning. Your name and who side you call from?
James Fortune. Concerned citizen tree planting.
Yes, please go ahead.
And James, this desperate way government desperate for tax. Yeah, you find me government get a tax. But just like how I say them put the cat before the horse, or making say the leap before the look. These three things with them touch you. Rice, and waiting at the other thing, and iron. And in fact, iron cement, Jawad. Even the people that we don't get houses for the past 100 years, careful increase their house rent. Once you touch on cement and iron road, even so house we don't pass 50, 70 years, careful increase their. So, government for looking to them consideration and give. The fact of the matter, the government was advised by IMF to cut down the wage bill by 6%. Me always they understand. No. The government need money because of the expanded wage bill, and therefore service that wage bill, and therefore pay, you see, salary and all that. Now that make all the levy tax on within, but the brunt of the matter now with the poor masses, then tax that they can't tell on. I just make all that clear. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. 079-994-993. Now the number where you go call for add your voice to the conversation this morning. Good morning. Your name and who side you call from?
Auda, Duazak.
Yes, sir.
Yes, brother. Just like what everybody they talk, this tax burden. I mean, the country we sit down, we're so poor. We're so poor by this time. For let somebody get that in square meal per day, it's not easy. Now, so we spending, I mean, when name don't go up, then government don't go on tax to year, tax, everything, tax. Now many people been call this, I mean, financial bill, it's a killer bill. A killer, I mean, arrangement where they don't make, like when somebody they talk no more. Now, so also rent they can't go up. Now, so food they can't go up. You will be the money gather, you one plate rest per day. They can't reach to a point we know they're able to get that. I wonder, what is responsible for this kind of tax bill where government don't go on? Is it that they don't see some writings on the wall from our, I mean, with department, financial department, people there like IMF, World Bank, what it and they talk, we economy don't go so down, so low, then we don't go on this kind of way name so that we, the ordinary citizens, then we go find it difficult for leave. Okay. I mean, it's not good. It's not good. Please, somebody they talk about let them reduce the spending. It's not possible. Then go talk say now austerity. That in way they no one like yearly at all.
Okay. Thank you. 079-994-993. Now the number where you go call for add your voice to the conversation this morning. Good morning. Your name and who side you call from?
Good morning, Ethic Radio. This is Commander Jibo on the line.
Yes, please go ahead.
I always give compliment to Ethic Radio, one of the biggest radio in West Africa, Sierra Leone. I'm telling you, I want to say bravo to the independent civil society we get at the building. At time when civil society can sit on a radio and they listen. But in talk one area, the responsible of civil society have to go out there, reach to the out-to-reach area, so go able to know the need of the people, the talent of the people. the constraint of the people. But see, civil society, you are sitting in the municipality, fund they blow you, you get office to office for money. I know they look like civil society. So the man saying truth, I want to say congratulations to you, Commander Jibo. What happened with the country mouth, please? Now, let me ask yourself, could you imagine an ordinary man, those ordinary man won't be able to talk low, if they use how many his money for higher tractor? Let me ask you, use civil society. Why the tractor, the one they see that they can at this Republic of Sierra Leone?
Okay, 079-994-993. Now the number where you go call for add your voice to the conversation this morning. This morning we're talking about taxes. Good morning. Your name and who you call from?
My name is I call from Central.
Yes, please go ahead.
You know this. We're glad for the repatriation of the people and turnover and people every day export. It has always been the case. The only difference now when they come to percentage on it. I mean, you people they do business and they pay the taxes and they pay the royalties, the money where they earn, they always repatriate some naira for meet up them bills naira. And somebody they can repatriate money naira. When they come for externalize them very money, then they find it very, very difficult. That money, when a man they do business with, you know, whether a loan or whatsoever, whether I get for paying partners or in shareholders or whatever, where they overseas, then you can put percentage of waiting for repatriate. Does that make sense? I mean, they so police to people so much that some people are going to discourage it for just bailouts and go. They're not that way. I listen the financial sector we talk yesterday. Just private back talk the same thing. They say now would I get money now they gamble. Look, they say then they put excise tax per thing like gambling, beer, cigarettes, because now the use of society. But the best we can do is just ban them. Just ban them. They carry in the other country. The poor people who they play gamble now, they don't get money. You don't know that. Gambling, they destroy the society.
The local industry side is actually protected. Beer and stout no put taxes on them.
No, I talk about excise taxes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, they say now on excise taxes now they charge excise tax because now the ills of society. They're like we can get example on gambling. And gambling, good. Everybody accept that. But the best you can do just ban them.
Okay.
Like what they do now the sub-region or other country there. That they can't begin to tax people.
Okay, thank you. 079-994-993. Now the number where you go call for add your voice to the conversation this morning. Good morning. Your name and who you call from?
Mina Kefala Philip Kroma, I call from Ogu Farm.
Yes, please go ahead.
I have a private sector background. You know, people think the country is a welfare state where you will just give handouts. You know, when you look at the working population, you go to our rural communities, everybody don't migrate to the urban centers, either involving bike riding or...
Oh, hello?
So you hello?
Yes, please go ahead.
So you see the working force and the communities are very low. So people don't really embark on agricultural practices. That don't make the government, you want development, government therefore embark on taxes, definitely, for make government go. And secondly, with all the strategy where the Ministry of Agriculture don't make, ask them whether they have actually done an activity plan for roll out their activities and for see this feed for salon for become productive. Because you see the Ministry of Agriculture and this same way this feed salon business government don't create. You see say it overlap. The functions and overlap. So they really need to come out with an activity plan for say their taxes they are a meaningful and we will enhance the agricultural productivity in the country.
Okay. Thank you. 079-994-993. Now the number we go call for add your voice to the conversation this morning. I'll take a few more calls, then I go come to Daniel. Good morning. Your name and who you call from?
My name is Suleiman. I call from Pike Street.
Yes.
Yes, me board and a Suntia one of Commander Jibo na me friend na me in the talk. What I think say we now get for blame civil society. The citizen where they go vote for the politician were not responsible for a citizen. Now then we get for saying we blame talk. Any leader, any country where you know get people the way they think for the citizen, that country they know they go before. And nine a Sierra Leone politician, they know they think for what in them they do. And Pada would say the country people and the people them, the country poor. Sierra Leone no poor. The people the world they put before the sense where they get. Nine, they know they can't go outside supposed for go. They have up and don't know. Anything, any country where God does put on the planet, the citizen get something that that country they way them for make use of. But we know give the politician where they pull them tia where they make use of them.
Okay.
Now for the foreigner and for the outside people then they think for. If you know that Sierra Leone a rich country.
Okay.
What can you think about that?
Okay, thank you. 079-994-993. I will take one more call and I will come to my guest here in the studio. Good morning. You name and who side you call from?
In a bumper, they call from St. John.
Yes, bumper.
You see, fortunately, we all know the government now for say the pace. If government don't take money, how many millions of dollars don't go use and tomorrow, rest not become actualized 30 days. The which is expected you they can increase taxation per rest. We will not begin planting. Not so more burden for people, not so more suffering, not so more abject poverty. Now government for say the pace. If government send the pace, we get the money, take all kinds of tax we don't see dividend per short time farm. Then you say again me the kind post. We are not so trouble you and create for people and so. Then when you look again in the area of duty waiver. You can't remove duty waiver. Then you can't impose tax. We are not so trouble this towards we nation. And government now info create the enable environment. The government not create the enable environment. Let I just give one gist, one make it became a make name. Because we can all the mini grade it try for increaser. It make it lighter. Now make it they say in the take to phase 2. We may get Bankasoka. We may get other graded. Why this government can? They not do nothing. They not improve on that. What we say? Let we start for buy light. We not deny say we even for buy light. Waiting they make investor they can. Now then tangible thing then they. But we not get them. Also you expect a company for camp. And when you look again the way our government just they take things them. It's not good for we nation because it's about price harmonization. We not get them. The Ministry of Trade and they. Price go there, we go back and a different thing. If they affect the people them, and one thing the way we get for no is about this with civil society them. To me, I can say some of them are evil society because when look the fear, how they do drastic increment, they don't say nothing. And look where they say mobile tariff, they won't support mobile tariff because they want them percentage. We need to be justice to this nation and be fair for prudency tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. That's it. You don't hear the callers them, Daniel. I think most of them actually they in line with the thoughts them where you be just they share. Of course, there are a few we get differing opinions and view. But what's your thoughts on the calls generally?
Firstly, I want to tell them thank you for their patriotism and their love for the country, so to speak. What's more important now? Many times, people then they castigate civil society. We all not go get the same mind or the same interests. But I believe say when there's way with man says civil society, even if you are politically aligned, if within your hearts, your actions should not depict or your utterances should not depict the fact say you decide, with a particular, political party or politician. But again, we just get a moral responsibility that now for bring the information to the fore of policymakers. But could tend they would see policemen them, they go into confrontation with the ordinary citizens. For me, I don't blame the police. I blame the politicians, the policymakers. People need to advise the president. The president may have the hearts for do waiting better for the citizens. But the advisors may have contrary opinion or view. And when they put that one to the president, sometimes it can be misleading for the president. let's take, for instance, that of the feed salon project.
Okay.
I don't talk on time without number that if we left her in the hands of this agriculture ministry, saying that they're no more for champion this, we will not find, any positive, outcome out of it at the end of the day. So what we they say is imposing tax on rice for say na go make you able generate the much needed revenue for deliver the services for the people. For us, I think saying that the opposite government they do, because like I say, you go tell like they kill the dying man before they get medication. Let we see the rest first. What will they produce? How sufficient it will be. Then every other thing. If somebody say now I want to eat basmati rice, or I want to eat this kind of rice, but this rice, then now you own cup of tea, you impose the tax. Okay. Then they go be for the affluent, because in economics, then everything they call ostentatious goods. Somebody go buy Mercedes-Benz 500 SEL, the other man go for Datsun or Toyota, car way cheaper and affordable for them. So you want to go for luxury, you pay the tax. Let it be so. Rather than like Padauda talk or one of the callers then say, each tax you impose, the one way they impose they affect them.
Okay.
This is the technicality, and I decide that one the way they look at. We moral responsibility as civil society activists. Now for make sure say we say the gray areas then we identify them to policymakers.
Okay.
Whatever tax you impose, whether now on this water, you impose them on the producer or the marketer. Do you know who feels the pinch of it? Now the final consumer. And me and you too, now the citizen, where they buy the water.
Okay.
So the rest, when me until they sell na Kuto Road, see CTC where they carry the rice, or Ibrahim Bazir and others where they carry the rest. So you impose that tax on them. They are not going to be the ones, that will be at that cost. Now me and you two get for absorb that, shock at the end of the day. So government also for be sensitive to the truth say, imposing tax on rice means killing the people slowly. Okay. It don't make sense. Okay, we need money at all costs. The free quality education, the free health care for lactating mothers, children under 5, and pregnant women. Yes, we need that. For the disabled, we need, all the facilities then they. We need more institution, more infrastructural, development. But not provide them for demand. Because by the time they come to, operation, the man is already dead. Okay. Because you don't strangulate them before ever they provide it. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. Rice, and I keep on saying this, rice. You've been to talk about tractor, the government for bringing that one they can. All these white tractors were there. Did you and I see the effect of those tractors? No. As I tell you, the private sector, the individuals, the way they did, they are not being encouraged by, the government. Because then they buy or then they buy the seedlings, then they buy the fertilizer and other farming implements, including the tractors, at a very high cost. So at the end of the day, we don't produce, we can't in the market. Me and you too, pineapple, me and you too, get sababu for eater. No, because of the cost. It goes as far as 30,000 leons per pineapple. So me and you too not get the trousses for buyer. So with the say government for reduce the wage bill. When they reduce the wage bill, the much needed funds where they go to that extra what's not, we go save them for other areas. But if we say now rest no more and few other items, now from there we go squeeze the citizens. So we're going to be Guinea.
Okay, thank you very much. In name na Daniel S. Pewa. And this morning on the show, we talk about taxes back on rice, iron rods, and cement, waiting than they mean for the ordinary Sierra Leonean. Thank you very much. And
don't forget, say, let governments also see this as a kind of clarion call. Now we youthful population, where they don't take, life for say they don't get any hope. So they are now over dependent on drugs. Kush, to be specific.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we'll find some other day to talk about that. How best are we going to
ensure that if we are to enhance the agricultural productivity, let we see how best we could take them, vulnerable youth them, we rehabilitate them, take them to the farm. Somebody called just now say, all the youth man they don't migrate to the urban centers.
Okay.
We have what we call urban rural, factor for
thank you
population.
very
So
much,
at the end
Daniel.
of the day, they will go engage in the incident. They give them accommodation, give them good medical whatnot, give them stipend so that they will get, a better way of livelihood.
Okay, thank you very much, Daniel. This is the Epic Morning Show. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, it is you, me, and the papers.
Hello, good morning and welcome to Sports Update on the Epic Morning Show. With me, Reginald Brianus, Inside Sports Update this morning. Manchester United outcast Jadon Sancho set for left Manchester United in January after Juventus and Newcastle United don't show interest for the 25-year-old winger. And of course, Manchester City goalkeeper Ederson don't be withdrawn from the Brazil senior national team after he sustained an hamstring injury in a match with Manchester City play against Chelsea now the EPL on Sunday. One of the leading African football shows, Soccer Africa, don't unveil the top best teams in Africa with the newly crowned African champions Mamelodi Sundowns topping the chart. And still inside Sports Update, after the withdrawal of Mohamed Bouya Touré, the technical team of the Leonistas don't select Alpha Conte Bedo for replace the Leonistas striker. And of course, still inside Epic Sports Update, Eastern Lions being held to a 1-0 draw against Susum Stars. The Eastern Lions team being come out from 1-0 down for getting an equalizing goal in the second half, and of course being pick up their very first point against Usum Stars. And finally, inside Sports Update this morning, first 3 points, now the Leon Rock Premier League after then defeat Fritonian Slifer in the first match of the season. The goal being come from Mustafa Kalon in the 52 minutes, and it will not forgive the T-Stars of mighty Blackpool the very first 3 points this season. And of course, remember at 11 this morning, we go discuss on the Sierra Leone Aquatics preparation for the 2024 Olympic Games. May bring sports update this morning. My name is Reginald Branusha, and goodbye.
Good morning and welcome to Epic Entertainment Buzz with me, Therese. Today inside the entertainment basket, we don't see outside Daniel Regado reveal say Asake na the biggest artist than Rima. But Rima gets more PR as they say plenty thank you to Don Jazzy and also Marvin Records. But he don't talk back say, if not for lyrics, Asake gets more meaningful songs, while Rima na 99% of in time, it just they recycle in lyrics them. And the only thing we common between the old two na upcoming artists. Rapper Dax in song Dear God don't surpass 60 million streams on YouTube inside 4 years. Who's I see, he been dressed like a Jesus, put something in his head, blood all over in face. And Davido say he love Thames in new song When I'm Me and You. Singer Tenny Day about for drop a new album where he called Tears of the Sun. This Friday, Usai a future Central C, Billie Ellis and Bruno Mars. Liberian singer Jizino don't call out Afrima and American Entertainment Awards for where he alleged say they don't rob him of 2 possible awards when are in for me win them. But he said they don't sell the awards to Nigerian artists Odu, Modu Block and also Portable. Rihanna don't confirm say he and Asap Rocky they expect them 3rd baby together. And this na big congratulations, Rihanna they trying man for letting do them quick. And we don't see say Epic Carnival they come to you December 16 at Moriton Field for just 50,000 euros. Come and enjoy, come and gladly let we come together, gladly shake body and no say na ultimate mix carnival. And also the Bond Beach Party will be December 23 na the Beach Cafe for just 100,000. Small money, beaucoup enjoyment. Let we come together and celebrate. Also we go cut BB cake, pop champagne, meet with celebrities them. And say na festive season we go merry around. And also not forget say Groove Time they come to you 12 to 4 p.m. today with DJ Nice. And also Epic Drive they come on at 4 p.m. Outside today we go get interesting letter where we go read to you. But relationship issue. If you go through your relationship, now for listen and you go get advice. Now all this I get for you inside the Epic Entertainment Buzz with me, Therese.
In a world where only the sharpest minds survive, Cowbell Dairy Products is delighted to present the Cowbell Capucines Challenge, a remarkable inter-secondary school quiz competition that brings Freetown secondary schools together to compete for the ultimate prize. The theme for this competition is nurturing the spirit of patriotism through civic education. This isn't your average quiz. It's an extraordinary showdown of intellects and wit. Who will claim the coveted grand prize and of course those all-important bragging rights? Get ready for a whirlwind of challenging questions, exhilarating rounds, and moments that will leave you in awe. As if that's not enough, we have fantastic prizes like trophy, cash, and Cowbell products up for grabs. It's not just a competition, it's a celebration of knowledge and talents. Mark your calendars for November 16 and 17, 2023 at the FPC Multipurpose Hall beginning at 9 a.m. sharp daily. Come cheer for your school, support your friends, and be part of the excitement. Cowbell Capucines Challenge, engaging hearts, equipping minds. Proudly sponsored by Cowbell. Cowbell, a creamy goodness.
Cowbell, a creamy goodness.
Una not ready for the biggest enjoyment this Christmas? Join the biggest household name, the #1 radio station as alone, Epic Radio. They come with the biggest, the hottest, the finest, and the sweetest carnival title, all till mix carnival. So come and mingle with sober-minded people from different angles. Saturday, December 16th, the big carnival will take place. Now Moriton playing field. Jump 6 o'clock evening time, everything gonna begin. Come and chill with the favorite presenter. come take a nice picture with all the biggest celebrities there. Come and party with the Sierra Leone finest DJ Wonder, Ground Move and DJ Butu, DJ Nice, and other well-qualified DJ and band for you. Come get your ticket now for 50 millions. That Epic Radio within a 54A off record mode. So if you want for no more, tune to Epic Radio every day for more updates or follow we on social media for exclusive content and beaucoup surprise. Come and be part of this historical event. So join Epic Radio with all Teen Mix Carnival. Epic Radio, so refreshing.
I hope that our visitors would listen to this song carefully, because it's true. They're trying their best to stop our progress with bad propaganda. I mean the foreign press. Bad things are blown out of proportion and spread all around. But the good things of the island they will never mention. Like our scholars have sit and passed every test. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. You know our music is rated amongst the best. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. But if a man steal a mango or breeze blow up a woman dress, bet your life we making headline in the foreign press. True, true. Lamba bombe pa, lamba roba, lamba de la de.
Okay, welcome back. This is the Epic Morning Show, and it's now time for the papers. Good morning, Dictionary.
Good morning, Fortune.
Here on Awareness Times, eliminating rape and building safer communities for women and girls, Mrs. Madabio writes a special opinion from UK. And women of Wanjama stage Black Saturday protest in Pujong over Kush. These are the headlines on Awareness Times.
And on the front page of the Satellite, as Parliament rectifies Finance Act for 2024, Minister of Finance warns MD. VP Juldo Jallo launches 2023 Entrepreneurship Fair. These are some of the news on the front page of the Satellite newspaper.
And here on Concord Times newspaper, 2024 Finance Act, citizens frown at 5% tax on rice. And UN resident coordinator cautions youth about drug abuse. And UBA Sierra Leone MD elected chairman, Climax Breed Foundation. These are the headlines on Concord Times.
And on the front page of the A to Z newspaper, the NACSA commissioner ushers BMZ in KFW mission in the field. 2024 financial year budget, least paid civil servants to take homely 1,000 new loans as salary. And Tomabom rights to be available in the next 12 months. And there are other interesting news on the front page of the A to Z newspaper.
And here on Global Times newspaper, Auditor General's Tribunal State House accountant testifies. And Information Minister receives hometown welcome in Bagbo, that's in Bo District, and eliminating rape and building safer communities for women and girls. These are the headlines on Global Times.
And on the front page of the Aoko newspaper, Bonds Island faces their state urgent renovation needed. Government allocates 895 million subsidies for unpaid electricity invoices. And Sierra Leone hosts Waika education conferences. You can find all the news on the front page of the Aoko newspaper.
And here on the exclusive newspaper, Thursday, November 23rd, Bank Governor faces Parliament. And Basita Michael Blast. These are the headlines on the exclusive. Okay, so that is it for the newspapers. And it's been quite a packed show this morning. But very, very important and significant things there. The appointment of the new bank governor. I mean, the good old professor is gone. Now we get a new bank governor where the president will appoint, of course, get for face parliament in November. But there are a whole lot of things we line up on in table. Mind you, this is not a new face to the banking system. He's been in the banking system. He don't be part of the bank and of Sierra Leone structure, has been a deputy to the former bank governor, the old professor, and now he is the governor. Meaning, say, if we don't be part of the policies there, most of the things them wouldn't be bringing now the table. How big you think the task is for them now, especially the fact that we don't deal with the previous team?
So thank you very much, Fortune. So the huge tax way they are at for the new bank governor, because by then the Professor Morano Calon, there are things that we left, especially with the denomination of the current loans who they get, and also some other policies them with the bank, especially the dollar issue. So the two issues where they in line for the new governor is the currency denomination we get, and also how it go for manage and give the economy the taste way it deserve. Now to this denomination, you know, say a couple of months back, we supposed for don't go out of this old loans they use, and we supposed for the use doing this new loan. And December they cancel. And the government don't put some certain benchmarks. Say from March we come to October. Now we're heading to December. What's the way forward? So the bank governor coming in, the usual way he gets is about him focusing on this new loans we'll get. If the loans ever take over the market, then allow it to take over the market. If we use all two the currencies then together, let be it rather than the all two the currency the flow. Let we get the new one, the flow, than the other old one, then all two the go, because they disturb the market. And also let the governor try for put policies in place on how it go to manage the way our dollar they go up. You know, say everything surrounded the dollar. And if dollar go up, all other commodities they go up. So two things where the new governor gets for do when a Herculean tax for the currency, the new currency would they use currently, and also some policy we need for put in place for manage the flow of the dollar.
Okay, it's still a thing of hope. With regards to the Leon, you know, it's now this kind of situation where you get wherein the goalpost was here, and as you they kick towards the goal, they shift them backwards more and more. And well, government arguments don't be that it's a way for ensure say people them get enough time so we will transition fully towards the new Leon. Like you rightly said, we don't they shift them. Now I think it was shifted now to next year, 2024, as the time finally where the old currency for don't come out na the market and we fully start for use the new currency. But away from financial related matters now, the Auditor General's Tribunal is still there on. Fambuldem go member say some time back the President be asked the Auditor General for step aside, and a tribunal was set up for investigates the former Auditor General activities them. Now that tribunal they still they own, and the court still they receive testimonies them to that particular effect. But at some point there is a kind of feeling like the pace they get slower. And the momentum and that public attention where the trial be received at the initial stage is not there anymore. And this is significant, especially because it has to do with the reputation of somebody, and as well not just the reputation of the former Auditor General, but as well that of the government, because at the time it was done, huge criticism was made against the government for sacking the Auditor General. Some say it was witch hunt and all of which. And on the Auditor General in your own path, it's a thing of integrity. But how significant you think it is for government for get done with this trial here, so well, with this the process of investigation, the tribunal process, for get done with them in a transparent and open manner? How much of an impact you think Dandy gets on government's credibility?
So the impact's then very simple, because some legal pundits and go try to say the sacking of the Auditor General was unconstitutional because the Auditor General of itself now an independent body way they perform on your way. And if the government is to remove her, you know, so they get some due process that we follow. So now back to this particular one, the impact. This will affect on an international scale. It will affect the way and manner on how international communities then see how the auditing facets in a salon they go in. Because like I said earlier, Madam Taylor, by in time we did it, she believed in integrity, and Uma will not be the compromise. So now some people might be seen as a witch hunt, or towards the government thinks say the Uma won't pull into sis do. But from a different end, on an international scale, it will affect the integrity of Sierra Leone on a larger basis. We all know, so when states operate in the international system, we see it on a different level. So now, these are some of the things that it will affect. One, it will affect the integrity, and secondly, it will affect investors. Let us see, this government is actually not giving room for people away independent being appointed by the government independently. They're not able for actually pick up some certain flaws them with the ongoing. Now, like how this go take you back to Chinoba or the African Express. We know, so like actually Chinoba gets some certain extract materials from the audit service Sierra Leone, and they can publish on our Facebook page. So watching at that, people like them Chinoba, they give more room for like publish different works and there on social media. So, if the government not try to handle this, it will affect us on the international scale, integrity level, and also investors then go see and say, Sierra Leone is not actually allowing the audit service to function properly. We all say all these positions are politically appointed. That we need to understand. They say, Madam Taylor, by the way, and appoint him, and not be just come into power. He was appointed by the president. So, if the impact, we don't forget, a huge impact really for affects the government if they fail to focus that this will give them integrity issue, and also this will affect them on an international scale. We investors will become very scared, and also on the democracy likewise. We know that democracy is very integral for let any government function properly. So
I mean, we're functioning on a democracy.
Yeah, we are functioning, but you know, so we get there is this liberal democracy who they watch at from a different end. So this will affect you on a liberal democracy end. So we need to watch at that anyway, Fortune.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. And finally, though, before I turn the mic over to listeners and viewers on Facebook, there is a new Finance Act. It's been enacted by Parliament and it will come into effect by January 2024. Now, there is a 5% tax on rice. I mean, we don't talk about that extensively this morning, but knowing how much you lack rice, I want to throw the question to you. What's your thoughts on it? Taxation on rice.
Well, the taxation on rice from your end, I see it didn't in two end. People might see it as if this can punish citizens them, but on the other end, if we allow the big five for let the government able to achieve the big five, this they give room for local content them. And Salon, this is not time for local plants to rest, because if they don't put taxation on importing of rice, that simply means we need to go back to the drawing board, try for plants to rest. We all know say 9 out of 10 Sierra can go deal without rest. I mean, no Salon person, especially like me kind so.
I know you are number one.
Yeah,
out of that
I'm number one.
So,
so on actual end, so this they give room for let we get with local content them for flow. So like I said, if the government for achieve agriculture, the feed saloon, the government actually need for push with this policy, because they give room. Because how can the government achieve feed saloon if we still get importation of rice? So that's very simple. The government need for give room for the other thing that this is simple. How farmers are going to get access to rice? Because if you don't begin put 5% tax increase into rice, that means we local farmers then forget access to then seedling them for plant rice. But like I said, it is timely for my end, because the only way the government for achieve feed saloon. Now, for letting include this, put this 5% tax, because so let's see what the government will do. If you don't put 5% tax on rice, then feed us. That's the only thing, because that's the feed saloon. So feed us with the local content of rice that we get. That's the deal.
I think some other day we'll talk about the impact of this entire thing on the prices of cookery, that's something very significant. I mean, especially for people like we eat cookery a lot. But anyways, let's turn the mic now to our listeners and viewers on Facebook. 079-994-993, and the number where you can call for add your voice to the conversation this morning. Good morning. Your name and who side you call from?
Dauda.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, brother, thank you very much. If I don't bring this old Lyon and new Lyon issue, for God's sake, December, now the third and last postponement where they may not make, for say we go forget about this old Lyon. Brother, you gonna bank and give small money where you can't scatter that old 10,000 chair one. 5,000 chair one, it's not so old, so after this December, let me not hear anything about old you. All head of state will be done, they can, they change money. The usual time now 3 months, within which we go forget about that old one. This time now 1 year, 7 months, we still talk about old you, new you. Please let that go. Then about this Auditor General, another thing we don't bring to light. I think even the MCC compact, then people then, now joke then they joke. The only independent, fearless woman, where investigates about this with finances in the country. Somebody do clean no more, they say we don't suspend them indefinitely up to this time. I think that be forgive MCC an excuse for that. If we pull weight on this question of fighting corruption, to fight corruption with the one way not the hero, and that corruption fighter you did, just sack on that way. And for 2 years, we not hear anything about this thing. We not they fight any corruption in this country, killing the money in this country. And this 5% unrest, all man don't condemn him. President Bureau not put on at all. If you know one, let we die in this country. Please, it don't money as man. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. 079-994-993. Now the number where you go call for add your voice to the conversation this morning. Good morning. Your name and who side you call from?
Yeah, good morning. James.
Yes.
How are you?
Good.
Johnny on the line.
Yes, Johnny. Please go ahead.
But now let's become hypocritical in this country. Waiting opposition in a parliament for. What in opposition in a parliament for? You say government is waiting. They are government in the wasting of time, people's time. Because they don't tell we say because they get for give them money, so then they make good boy or good girl for make that money they then think over say okay look. No. Sometimes before they say okay, we'll give it half. Because they don't fight for with this tax year, so they're not able to replace their winning. But they don't compromise with it. Not.
Okay. Unfortunately, we lost that caller there. But Johnny, you can call me back. 079-994-993. Good morning. Your name and who side you call from?
Yeah, Bomba. They call from St. John.
Yes, Bomba.
Fortune, this guy they blame opposition. What they get for doing a parliament? Now debate. And other than the party law, now the incumbent. So what you mean? Then go advocate. But later then go say waiting, then don't vote. So what do you mean? Then go try then the advocate. Let we be realistic. Lots of side it today. This audit service report is really painful. Government is still for I say now one of the institutions and we are in the international people they use as the indicator of benchmark for let them determine the credibility and integrity of government, how do they use the money judiciously.
Okay.
But look what happened. Because of the human report, what they do, they suspend them up to now 2 years. We they blame the judiciary again. 2 years, you all also then can case then there, no signal where then thing and they send for we have. Then we very be careful because we they jeopardize this nation integrity toward the international world. We come to the area again of this free quality education. Now people and they pay close to 5 million for let they accept them picking in as free quality than they. You see, we need for very careful before the free quality education. Parents they pay less than 1 million for let them begin attend school, but now they pay more than 5 million for just for secondary school. Now free quality than they. You get for very be careful. Then we come to the area of this service delivery. Now the government for set the pace. Now the government for set the example. If government don't take with money, don't go plant, nothing no commode. Then you now they can't tell we say now we for go plant. Who side the money they come out? Whose provision you make? Look where farmer then they plant. Now next time then they go for go give them seed. Okay. And look again how where you what.
Okay, 079-994-993. Now the number where you go call. For add your voice to the conversation this morning, please keep your comments or question or whatever it is now under 90 seconds so that you go make room for more people for call. Good morning. Your name and who side you call from?
Labin Chamua Koyato.
Yes, please go ahead.
So you see, APC be right with the no-go court. Because if we pull Lara Taylor Plus up to now, we know there is nothing at that court today. So then be right. This government, now they tell me about free quality education. They say we say they get the money. They say about leakages. Now when I say when they lock leakages, and then when I come, when I expand the government, now blockage and of leakages. Now say they block leakage. Now they tell me back say field saloon. Who said they get the money? We don't know. Now for can impose tax for ordinary citizens in this country. For let the sufferness boku. Now, World Food Program last year around August talk about hunger in this country. Silence, with them point suicide, starvation, they kill people. Now you can say they add tax by the very rest back for the starvation, add for kill people and back. This government wicked. They're wicked. I be done the talk anything SFPP in power, price of commodities. Now fly the fly in this country. When other party in power, now snail place they go. We know the price they go up, but now small. And this idea of waiting the opposition they do. What's not the work of opposition? Una don't bulldoze everything, una don't take everything, speaker, this, that, na the house. What's it go do? Now they in charge. Now what you feel for do, now they do. So I think they say una get one name una the color. Now una take collective responsibility.
Okay.
You go. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. 079-994-993 now the number where you go call for audio voice to the conversation this morning. Good morning, your name and who side you call from?
Yeah, one from me now, Dr. Alhaji Commander Jibo, the country mouthpiece. I continue about civil society them. What they say, I go challenge them what time go reach by God in power.
Okay.
Because even today the challenge is the work what some civil society go to now is a talk for coming. Coming get PRO. All the coming they get PRO. You know, unacceptable. Why they say in a civil society? Guys, very be careful with your statement and SLBS. Very be careful some your statements or other.
Okay, yeah, just so that we get something here, yeah, it is important, yes, you call, you make your statements and all, but let's stick to facts. I mean, if you're talking about prices or you're talking about something where relates to anything where it's that specific, please let's stick to facts. You don't want to make a statement where not to just to than the very much important. Yeah, let's keep it sane and keep it under 90 seconds. Good morning, you name and who side you call from?
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
Yes.
Lamta from Central.
Yes, Lamta, go ahead, please.
Thanks very much. I respond to three straight issues that my brother bring come. Okay. Number one, what my brother say, when the SFPB in power, skyrocketed of prices. Who that pull SFPB in this country, in IPC? Who that pull National Trading Company, na APC? Who that pull Railway, na APC? Who that make Salon come Mona? Now what the BOA
Lamtak, I think the conversation this morning really is about let's focus the trajectory on that. I already don't correct Danny. Yeah,
no
I just let's
stick to this. I don't want to remind people of the past. No problem, sir. Then this issue of lateral Pias. Lateral Pias, me take you for work. You audit report, you don't leak document not come out before the audit you pull and do. Now you don't undermine the integrity of you and you show yourself. So I get put you on hold. If you go and put your second work for me, as auditor, you audit report for couple. You know leak in the domain before government they get the I call one day. They don't be going to mind the government who put you for staff. Then to this issue of this feed salon, to be honest with you, my brother, if we not put their laws here for their importation will stop or slow down, we're not going to feed salon, we're not going to succeed. What people they talk at you. Now when there's some drastic measures need for be taken, let something achievable happen. Otherwise, not go be. Then this issue of this money for Levy, I will say December 31. That one is the last. No, nothing again. You're wanted that way that we, professor, he can disappoint you in the salon with him book. He can put you behind.
Okay.
For add time for this money. It's very disappointing.
Okay.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you. 079-994-993. Now the number we go call for audio voice to the conversation this morning. 9:24. Now the time from with studio clock. Good morning. Your name and who side you call from?
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
Abubakar Kaba from Kosoton.
Please go ahead.
My brother, this financial bill not a talk about. From after election, June 24, Sierra Leone will not get an increment on fuel. We get an increment back on transportation. We get an increment back on mobile. We don't get increment back on ETSA, Bokutin. Let President Madabio consider we and not sign this bill here. This bill are killing bill, they kill we. We don't put down, no put again, my brother. Then better than get some money, they get the biggest one is got per salary. They are getting up to 20 million or more. They get a fuel cheat.
They get housing allowance. Get top-up cards them. We don't get nothing. We are very poor. We get between 1,600,000 for a month. So let's sorry for we don't sign up, please. President Madabio, don't sign that bill. Please, don't get you are sent.
Okay.
Your
Thank you.
parliamentarians have failed you. We they beg you, sir, please. Reason that God no sign up.
Okay.
We have to go die more.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. 079-994-993. Now the number where you go call for add your voice to the conversation this morning. 9:25. Now the time for my studio clock, and I think I still have room for a few more calls. Good morning. Your name and who side you call from?
Hello?
Yes. Good morning. Your name and who side you call from?
Good morning. Ibrahim from Asalou.
Yes. Please go ahead.
Well, concerning like, especially when Melvin did analyze the study, they blame the opposition. I say that's not double standard. And it's unfair to the opposition because the APC became majority in parliament. Where they pass law, they bulldoze them pass.
Yeah.
Vote. Now then they get the majority. So you know we blame opposition for that side. So now I'm the point.
Okay, yeah, but Melvin in point really was not blaming the opposition, was just establishing the fact that now be a unanimous
the
approach.
opposition are hypocrite, they all and then pass the bill, and then the point.
Okay, thank you for calling anyways. 079-994-993, now the number where you go call for add your voice to the conversation this morning. Yeah, taxation on rice, iron rod, and cement, within that they mean for the ordinary Sierra Leonean. Good morning, your name and who side you call from?
Hello, good morning.
Yes, please move away from your radio set.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
David Nalu from Rudel.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I can listen to this radio station every morning, but past today, I've had my voice.
Ah, nice.
Actually, as the all my accounting division or President View.
Unfortunately, we lost Alex there, but you can call me back anyways. 079-994-993. Now the number where you go call for add your voice to the conversation this morning. This morning we don't talk on broad range of issues relating to the taxation on rice and of course the redenomination of the Leon. Good morning. Your name and who side you call from?
Good morning.
Yes.
Yeah, man, Joseph from Oboski, the call from.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, what I want to say, the new contribution I want to add, concerning the government, the present government, people don't need problem. And we say we need problem, really. Why people go and destroy government properties?
Oh, unfortunately, we lost that caller day. The line seemed to be dropping, but please try for call me back, 079-994-993. Good morning, your name and who side you call from?
Call for a court.
Yes, please go ahead.
This Lila to repair the issue. Yes, we don't prolong, but government not be do anything unconstitutional because the president get the right for set aside by the law, the leader. Last to repair, then they set a tribunal. That exactly how the government do. Then secondly, this these taxes on iron ore and whatever, 5%. Before, government don't move this 5%
yes.
from cement, iron ore, and rice. But still, the price remain the same, or in the increase every now and then.
Okay, 079-994-993, now the number where you go call for add your voice to the conversation this morning. Good morning. Your name and who side you call from?
Yeah, howdy morning.
Yes.
Yeah, but government want kill me now. But how government will rise again for arrest and illegal material?
Yes, Yusuf, actually not to government not add price. It's taxation. There was a duty waiver there, but now it's been introduced again. That's the situation now. Government not add price barriers. Actually, it's the taxation system that we're talking about this morning. Good morning, your name and who side you call from? Hello? Okay, so 07999949993. Good morning.
Yeah.
Your name and where you call from?
Suleiman from Aberdeen.
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. The government, they would again at this point, they don't let me. Because think of the kind of money when they pay themselves. Now, for them money they did for don't cut first before they come for put tax for put petrol, put support up, put electricity bill up. Whether they pay 25 million or 20 million, let them divide that into two first. Then let's see how the country they go. Not a wall for council for them.
Okay.
Then they give them free petrol, support free, then they pay oceans for them. Some of we they work, then 800,000 they pay. Therefore pay oceans sometimes 1 million, 500, 2 million per year. Who say that money they come? Rest now 600, 700 for one bag rest. Eh? So the government and the guy for winner this country.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. 9:13 at the time from we studio clock, and so we go draw the curtain down for today's show. We're so sorry if you're not able for call with today, but don't worry, you can always be able to call tomorrow. Yeah, and plenty thank you to we producers them, Vandy, and to you Dictionary and Theresa. Not forget say we Epic Carnival come up on the 16th of December. Of course, it's the Epic Carnival, just as the name sounds, Epic Carnival. It's gonna be epic. It's tagged as All Team Mix Carnival. Yes, indeed, All Team get for Mix Band this Carnival. So keep that date, save that date, because me get for Dede and DJ Wonder get for Dede, DJ Nice get for Dede, even Dictionary get for Dede. Just that they not get for Kego in Dictionary. Yeah, I get for they drop some bars them. So yeah, stay tuned for that. You can come now, your office now Hillcourt Road if you need ticket, or you can call the number 078-2471-48 and pick up your tickets now, because it's a show you do not want to miss. Till tomorrow, I have been your host, James Fortune.